Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am in Birmingham, Alabama, and I have been doing, I was going around and checking out the dealerships, and I got an opportunity to go on a delivery this morning with Jerry, primarily because I noticed he was bringing this super cool 389 out to a fleet. And so I asked him what was going on with that, and he was like, oh, well, this is one of our local fleets here in Alabama. They're actually based out of Hanceville. And he said more or less what they're doing is they're buying a lot of these 389s, and they're trying to replace, a large bulk of the trucks in their fleet. They're switching to 389s. And I was like, well, we have to get that on video. We have to go out and check that out. And more or less, I was just curious, so when these guys are buying 389s and they're putting it in their fleet, like what kinds of trucks are they buying? And to my surprise, this thing is still platinum interior. It's loaded out. It's got all the right specs in it. So I'm going to do a quick walk around, and then we're going over to Hanceville. We're going to deliver this truck, and then they hopefully they'll let us do like a ride and drive or something like that. So guys, follow along. This is going to be a fun video. Okay, so as like I said, this is 2022 389, has all the right stuff in it. This is an extended hood. Let's back out a little bit here. Extended hood. They've got the pump on it already. These guys are a tanking operation. They had to have the hydraulic pump on there. But we're gonna go inside and check this thing out a little bit. Because like I said, they went platinum interior. It's got all the bells and whistles. They didn't really do all the gauges except on the dash, but the reason they did that is because every single one of the gauges is all digital inside the new digital dash, and so they didn't go with that. But they have the full nice seats in it, all the extra storage space. They did everything, all the above, platinum interior, premium sound. Yeah, they didn't skimp on any of this. And so we're gonna get out. This one is a 13-speed auto shift. Now they have multiple engine options. This specific truck here that we're doing the delivery with, this one was an MX powered, but I think they said they're gonna stick to the majority of Cummins powered. It's just, you guys know the state of the market this year. More or less, you just kind of gotta get the engine option that is available. So get the hood open. All right, MX powered. They went the full, I think it's the big horsepower, it's the 515 or the 5 1/4. And like I said, they did everything top to bottom. This truck is basically an owner operator spec, and these guys are buying these and putting their company drivers in them. Jerry said they have quite a few on order. I'm gonna get with him here in a minute and try to get the exact number on that, but it's pretty cool. All right, so I've got driver here, James. James, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, they've given us permission to take this thing down the road. So you wanna go for a ride real quick?
Sure, let's go.
Yeah, let's do this. Jerry, I'll be back. Don't wait up for me.
All right, well, you guys be careful.
Not a chance. All right, so how many new beats have you driven around?
This model, none. This
None?
is the first one, and I absolutely love this truck. And I ain't even drove it yet.
I like the color. I've always been a green guy myself. I'm a little biased when it comes to that, but I hear you guys have multiple colors on order, right?
Yes. I think we got some red ones and maroon ones, and of course these green silver fenders, which I really like.
Yeah. Yeah, the silver fenders is a nice touch on this thing. It almost makes it look like the 389X's a little bit.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
So, your impression on the digital dash?
I love it. I saw it in the shop a few days ago and climbed up in here and checked it out, and I absolutely love it because my 379 that I drive is all mechanical.
Yeah.
And that digital is just amazing. So if I could convert mine to this or have one of these new ones, I'd have in a heartbeat.
You know, it's been a very 50-50 on the internet. So when we go through our comments, there's a lot of people that are like, yeah, we really love the new digital dash. There's guys who absolutely wouldn't have anything else. And then there's the guys who are very traditionalist and they say, I gotta have the gauges. You know, the gauges, you know, this is, you know, kind of a throwback to, I guess, you know, the 379s and 359s.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's been very 50-50. All right, well, let's get this thing turned around. Let's go hit the interstate or something. You want to?
That work?
All right. We are riding down the road. I'm with James over here. James, how long have you been riding, or how long have you been driving for Action Resources?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes, sir.
So out of the 10 years, you know, that's actually pretty good. I mean, for a driver to stay with the company that long, that's, you know, I mean, that definitely shows they're doing something right. So what at Action Resources kept you around?
Well, when I'm home every night, the money's good, and they're good people to work for.
So what's your thoughts on like them switching to 389s? I mean, I seen that they had some Freightliners on the yard, and I see that they're making the push to switch to 389s. To me, that's super cool. So what's your thoughts on it?
My honest opinion, I think them other trucks they bought was the worst thing they did. Because I mean, seriously, Peterbilt's built tough, strong. They'll take what we do to them. I mean, we go in and out of landfills. We go do a lot of roll-off work, heavy work, and them other trucks just don't seem to hold up like the Peterbilt's do. So I mean, Peterbilt's is a strong, tough truck. Not only do they look good, they work good.
I know I'm the guy selling them, so it's not like I didn't ask him to say that.
It's just honesty.
You know, so in a nutshell, you know, explain Action Resources to me. They've got several different divisions, correct?
Yes, we got several. We have an egg run, which hauls out of hatcheries.
Yeah.
We have a dedicated division which hauls car parts out of Vance.
Yeah.
In Tuscaloosa.
I'm seeing a lot of tanks too.
Yes, a lot of tanks. It hauls pretty much nationwide, anywhere and everywhere. It hauls chemicals.
Okay.
A lot of roll-off boxes. It hauls out of Clean Earth in Gadsden. A lot of chemicals. And there's probably more than that I don't even know that we have. I mean, because Action is a very large company. We used to have some heavy haul in Oklahoma. So I mean, there is several different divisions.
I find that really cool because, you know, again, even with the size of Action, they're still getting into buying 389s. You know, talking to some of the guys in there, they were saying they see the equity in it. They see the equity in buying a 389. You know, what that does for the company and what that can mean, you know, for not only for recruiting but also for driver retention.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think you're good if you need to get over. Yeah, clear. I've got my arm up over here, so you can't see the beard. Sorry about that.
I couldn't tell.
All right, so within Action, you know, I was talking to Whitney, who's head of recruiting. She was also saying that there's some sign-on bonuses and whatnot. What I would recommend everybody do, definitely go to, I'm going to put a link in the description. If you guys, you know, if you're looking for a driving job, anything like that, apparently they've got just a multitude of everything, and they said they've hired as far away as Salt Lake City. They're headquartered out of Birmingham, Alabama. They've hired as far over as Salt Lake City to Atlanta, Georgia. She said, you know, they're hiring everywhere right now, and it really just kind of depends on your current regional location as to where, or as to what division, you know, you would qualify for. But there's all kinds of different driving jobs that, you know, there's several that get you home every night. There's several that get you home on the weekends. There's several that, you know, can keep you out over the road if that's what you're into. So definitely check the link in the description, and you know, if you're interested in finding a good company to work for, they're buying 389s, you know, by the dozen right now, and they're actually a super nice truck.
Very nice truck. Rides good, drives good, electronic dash, everything's just awesome. I mean, it's amazing. So I trade my older truck in on one of these newer trucks in a heartbeat.
I'm betting they would find a way.
That'd be nice.
All right, so me and Leon just had a really fun ride down the interstate. He talked to me about all the benefits of working in Action, and which was really cool. They've got a lot going on. This company is huge, but the best part is they're starting to buy 389s for their drivers, and that to me just speaks volumes. And we got a 389 coming in right there. So anyway, Jerry tells me they got a bunch back at the shop, and so I'm going to go back over to Fitzgerald Peterbilt in Birmingham. We're going to see all the trucks that they got sitting there, and then we'll just sign off from there. So let's ride over to the dealership, and I'll show you guys those trucks. All right, so me and Jerry made it back to Fitzgerald Peterbilt. This is actually our Birmingham location. Fitzgerald Peterbilt has 6 locations in total. We've got 2 in Virginia, 4 down here in Alabama. All the Action Resources trucks are coming out of the Birmingham store. Now, the first thing you see when you pull in the parking lot here, there are a bunch of Action Resources trucks sitting right here behind me, and we're gonna go check those out. But overall, Action Resources, they've bought over 50 trucks this year. They have a bunch of them on order, and they're making a huge move to switch over as many of their units to 389s as possible, which is really, really super cool. We'll just have to go over and check them out. So let's do this real quick. All right, so here we are walking out into the parking lot, and we got this huge line of trucks waiting to be delivered to Action Resources. These things are super cool. And again, it's just, to me, I find it really, really awesome that a company the size of Action is going through and changing what seems to be the largest majority of their trucks. It seems like they're changing them over to 389s, and using these as and they should, using these as a really good driver retention tool, a driver recruiting tool. I mean, if I were going in to drive for a company without being like an owner operator or anything like that, this is exactly what I would want to do. Is I would want to go drive for a company that's buying a bunch of 389s, putting everybody in the right truck. And honestly, I can't say enough about like how much these guys are doing for their drivers right now. It's really, really awesome. Look forward to delivering all these, and then going back and talking to some of the drivers, hopefully getting some feedback on what they think about these things, what their thoughts are. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Covered a lot of ground today. We went and visited with Action, talked to them about some of their processes, what they're trying to do to hire more drivers, find more drivers out there. Like I said, guys, it's down here in the link, or you click the link down in the description if you guys are interested in finding a driving job in a 389. Because like I said, these guys are actively trying to revamp their whole fleet, it seems. I mean, they've got over 50 trucks on order with us this year. They say they're going to continue this trend. They're just going to buy more and more 389s. Super cool, great truck for driver recruiting, driver retention. But anyway, you guys know what to do. You got to like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram at Semi-Casual Show. Check out our website because we have a lot of cool swag on there, and you guys don't want to miss out. We've got hats, we got hoodies, there's shirts, all kinds of fun stuff. And outside of that, we'll see you guys next time.